Hey everybody, welcome back to our cooking edition with a venture and a vineyard here at Two Elizabeths. Today we are going to be preparing our Boston butt for smoking tomorrow. But today is the preparation, and so we're starting with two beautiful cuts from a local farm here in Cleveland called Five and Pastures. This is free range pork. We have two approximately 3 pound cuts of pork shoulder, aka Boston butt. And it's their slogan is literally from their gate to your plate. So this is super local, and I have a feeling it's going to be delicious. We've had their brisket before, and it was out of this world. So what we're going to do is we've cleaned these and patted them down, and I'm going to start with a dry rub mixture. And so what I've got here is 1 cup of muscovado sugar, 1/4 cup of kosher salt. Cares, what do we call all of this that we've prepared and laid out?
Mise en place.
Mise en place, exactly. All right, this is a tablespoon of mustard powder, a tablespoon of cumin. We have a tablespoon of celery seed, tablespoon of chili powder, tablespoon of regular paprika, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, a tablespoon of cayenne, and now I have 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And the last 2 ingredients are fresh cracked pepper. This is 1/4 teaspoon and 1/4 teaspoon of some chili flake. And what we're gonna do, Kirs, do you want to help me stir this? And I'll get it started just to break up that muscovado sugar, which it really just, I use that in place of brown sugar. It adds a really nice caramel flavor, just like brown sugar, and just like brown sugar, it can get packed down. That one doesn't want to break up. We had to take a quick break to break up that brown sugar, the muscovado sugar, and you can keep on stirring that. And then I'm going to go ahead and prepare these 2 ingredients right here as far as the pork, and this will be sort of our wet ingredients. So we've just got classic organic yellow mustard and Worcestershire sauce. So the first thing I'm going to do is just coat the, oops. And we have a situation as usual.
He's like, what are you doing? No, no, no.
All right, so I'm just going to coat all the sides. Now we're doing the yellow mustard. Again, just generously brushing it. You could use your hands. You can, however you want to apply this. That is up to you. Thanks. All right, you did an awesome job, truly. All right, and so now comes the rub.
If there's still more left, I'm going to have to mixture it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I will say this. Once we've applied this rub and my hands have touched this pork and they go back into that mixture, you can no longer use this rub after today. So that's why we're going to try to use as much as possible on these 2 cuts. Again, these are right around 3 pounds each, these 2 cuts. And we're going to smoke them on just a good old-fashioned Weber grill tomorrow. And as I mentioned in a previous video when we were doing some vineyard cleanup and winter pruning, and we were picking up all those vine clippings from the rows after they were trimmed back for the winter, we're going to actually soak those clippings and add them as our smoking material. So yeah, just gonna wrap these in plastic wrap. They're gonna sit overnight in the fridge. Very important that they sit in the fridge. And we will pull them out tomorrow and pick up where we left off. We'll see you then. Take care. God bless. Yeah, so we got our pork butts out of the fridge. They've been resting on the counter for about 30-40 minutes. But these are the ones that we seasoned in the first video, resting in the fridge for the last over 24 hours, I would say. And so now we've got our Weber grill, and we're going to set it up as a smoker. I've got our nice gray charcoal briquettes on one side with some of those vineyard clippings that I rinsed off pretty nicely and dropped them on top of the coals for the smoking wood. And then I've got a tin of water, an aluminum tin of water. And this is the side where I'm going to set our pork to cook. Slowly smoke. And we're gonna put our lid on. And we just want a tiny bit of air, not a lot. So we want to keep that temperature right around 225. All right, we're checking in on these two beauties. They have been smoking at about 225 on this Weber for just around 3 hours. Just put some fresh vine clippings that we're soaking over our coals here on the right. And now we're gonna spritz. It is time for some spritzing. Well, I got Tammy and Doug earlier, so they're wearing Uday apple cider vinegar with a little splash of honey simple syrup. But I measured the interior temperature, the internal temperature, I should say, and it was sitting right about 130 degrees. So we've got a ways to go. We're trying to hit right around 200 for that shredding, pull apart consistency.
So what I want to ask is, what are you guys eating? Because one's Doug's and one's mine.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, we're gonna cover her back up and get her back to her smoking goodness.
Get ready.
There's
Oh,
no
no.
way.
Let's see what we got.
Just take one off the top, Tammy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh no, look at you.
Where's she going? Where's she going? She's brave. Yeah, I know.
Oh, boy.
Woo! Go, girl. Oh,
The goose destroyed it. The goose.
This is the Jenga carnage from our Jenga game earlier. Karis just got fed up and just toppled it over. So there we are. But here we are, hour 6, I think. So we're rounding the end of their tenure here on the grill, the smoker. We got fresh vine clippings over here that are smoking beautifully with some gorgeous charcoal. And these two beauties, I would say they have about 45 minutes to an hour left. So I'm going to go inside and I'm going to get oven roasted Idaho potato fries going. We've got homemade cabbage slaw that's been marinating overnight. And we've got homemade pickles for these beautiful babies right here. But we'll come back when this is in its final stage. Stay tuned. We're not quite where we want to be. 165 is safe. But we actually want to get it up to closer to 200 because that's when this beautiful pork is going to shred like butter.
Everybody take a plate from me.
That's gonna be good.
It's good.
Looks good.
Whiskey and locally sourced
Oh, thank you so much,
pork.
sweetheart.
No, take a plate.
How
Yes.
many hours was it out there? 6 hours?
8.
8 hours. Wow.